Hello and a warm welcome to Federal special program Capital Beat. What we are seeing in Assam is a matter of concern. Now, senior Assam leader Bhupen Borah, senior, in fact, Congress leader Bhupen Borah, who quit the Congress ahead of the coming state elections, will stand by his decision and is about to join BJP on February 22nd. And this is what the information Himanta Biswa Sarma has given. Now, Bora, who was appointed to the Congress committee for the top post in 2021, quit the party after he was allegedly sidelined and overruled. Now, in May last year, Gaurav Gogoi replaced him in Congress's state unit's top post. Although he was given the responsibility of the coalition committee, Gogoi was making all the important decisions. Now, is this a good riddance for Congress? Can Gaurav Gogoi in the grand old party from this mess to the victory path in Assam? All these are important questions, and everyone is wondering about it. In fact, many leaders from the Congress, what I'm told, they are not wanting to talk about this issue in Assam at all. But where does it leave Congress in this electoral narrative as far as Assam is concerned? Joining me this evening is Paresh Malakar, who is an activist. Thank you so much, Paresh, for joining. We have Samir Purkastha, our Northeast editor from the Federal. Thank you so much, Samir, for joining. And I'll begin with Samir because to put the things in perspective, we saw one press conference by Himanta Biswa Sarma where Bhupen Borah was sitting next to him and he said that he has agreed to join BJP on 22nd. And he also mentioned that there are some more leaders who are ready to join BJP.
See, interestingly, Himanta Biswa Sarma had in fact claimed that Bhupen Borah will join BJP in 2026, way back in 2024. So Himanta has either he has more within the Congress party or he is a very good soothsayer. I don't know which one is correct. But this yes, it's true that everything is not very cohesive within the Congress. It's not only Bhupen Borah. Another Congress minority leader has left and joined Riser Dal of Akhil Gogoi. So Congress will have to, will have to look into this. They will have to get the right recipe to keep their, their folks together, because this kind of desertion ever since 2021, so far 7 MLAs have left Congress, which is not very good advertisement for the party. And in election, it's not only enough that winning election, but before that you need to seen as someone who will win the elections. You have to give that kind of confidence to the electorate that the party is capable of winning elections, because there are always 10-12% fan seaters who tend to vote for the party which is likely to come to the power. So before elections, you also need to, present yourself as a winning party. And this kind of disarray within the Congress will not send across that kind of message. But as they say that every adversaries also pose some opportunity, and for the Congress, this can be a good opportunity, because already within the BJP there is a lot of discontentment over the party being taken over by the ex-congressman. So right. Here another ex-congressman joining. So within the BJP fold also, this might cause some heartburns among the old girls. And
it might surely cause a heartburn for the BJP, but what about Congress? Does Congress feel that Bhupen Borah is a good riddance? Or, and can Gaurav Gogoi really salvage this situation? Is it really a loss in the real sense for Congress, Samir?
See, I won't say good riddance, because Bhupen Borah was entrusted with lots of responsibilities within the party. He was heading the party's committee that was, that was engaged with seat sharing negotiations and alliance talks with the other like-minded parties, and he was also the party's campaign committee chairman. So of course, as a organization, and he is his departure just when election is just a couple of months to go. So this is not the timing is something should bother Congress. But as a mass leader, Bhupen Borah is not Gaurav Gogoi. Certainly, so he is not such a big, huge mass leader. Of course, he has in certain pockets of north bank of Brahmaputra, in the northern bank of Brahmaputra, in certain pockets, he has influence. So as board bank, I don't know, I can't say for sure how much you will dent it, but as optics, as well as this thing, deciding about election strategies and all, now Congress will have to find a new phase to carry on the negotiation. So this will get, it's a roadblock, or it's a kind of hindrance. It can delay the entire process. And as you know, the BJP today, the BJP national president is visiting Assam. They are already started organizational level meetings, booth level meetings. So they are going ahead of the Congress in setting their organizations, putting their organizations in place, whereas the Congress is still doing firefighting to keep their house intact. So this will definitely push Congress back as far as election preparations is concerned. And also this in negotiations with the alliance partners. And Mr. Malakar is here. They have initiated this Assam Civil Society, Nagarik Hamas. They took initiative to bring all the opposition parties together. So Mr. Malakar, I am sure, will throw some light whether this his Bhupen Borah's exit will be a kind of setback in that process, because Bora was also architect in bringing all this all the non-Congress secular parties together last time in 2021. So in that sense, whether it will be a setback, I think Mr. Malakar will be able to throw more light on that. But yes, at this juncture, when the negotiation was on with the alliance partners, his departure will definitely at least delay the process, if not totally derail the process, but it may delay the process. And at a time when BJP is already pushing for the April elections in the March end or first week of April. They want elections ahead of Bihu, and this time in single phase election. So Congress doesn't have much time to set things in order. So in that sense, this can be a
No, but Samir, what are the real reasons as to why Bhupen Borah was pushed to this situation where he had to quit and join BJP? What was his problem? Was his problem really Gaurav Gogoi, or was it someone else?
See, I don't think he has a problem with Gaurav Gogoi, because, as I said earlier, also I told you that last time when I met him, when he was the party president, he himself told me that this thing, they are pushing for Gaurav Gogoi to take over as party president, and he was all praise for Gogoi. So I don't think Gaurav Gogoi, and even in his this thing after quitting, in his statements also, he actually said that Gaurav Gogoi has become irrelevant within the Congress, and it is the Rakibul Hussain who is running the show on behalf of Gogoi. Gogoi is almost like rubber stamp. That is what Bora tried to imply. But see, this is the narrative. This is the narrative which it is the BJP's narrative which he is now peddling. So, and that creates a suspicion that whether he is actually parroting the BJP script, or so is his departure is actually orchestrated, because him, as I said, Himanta Biswa Sarma had way back in 2024 had predicted that Bora will quit Congress in 2026. So it can be anybody's guess as to what conspired and forced him to resign, because now he is blaming all the blame on Rakibul Hussain. But 2021, in 2000, this thing, last in 2024, this during that Majuli incident, which he is highlighting, that he was against Rakibul's visit to Majuli. So those kind of thing, he could have raised such issue at that point of time. Why he waited so long, and why just before the elections? So these are some questions that Bora need to answer actually.
Right. I'll come to Paresh Malakar. Paresh, you have a forum called Assam Nagrik Samaj, which is obviously a citizens' community of Assam. It's a forum of intellectuals, journalists, and you've tried hard to unite all the secular political parties. How do you see this exit of Bhupen Borah from Congress? And why Congress was pushed to a situation like this? And why did he push the Grand Old Party, in fact, to a situation like this? Yes.
See, question is, so far this unity effort is concerned, Bhupen Borah's exit from the Congress is not going to affect it, not at all, because he was not involved in this unity process. I'm very closely involved in this thing, and for last almost 1 year, it started way back in 2000, in December 2024, and since December 2024, we have been working on it. There are many roadblocks, and once Gaurav Gogoi was uh, appointed as the Assam PCC chief, so Bhupen Borah was not in the picture. So Bhupen Borah was not in the picture. So for this alliance making effort was concerned for last, say for maybe 8 or 9 months. So this unity effort, this is Bhupen Borah's exit from the Congress, will not affect the unity process, this alliance making process, number one. And number two, I cannot speak on behalf of the Congress. But the thing is, I think two days, it is the third day perhaps, 2 days before, when it was first, people were discussing this thing that Bhupen Borah might join Congress, BJP, sorry. So this was going on for quite some time. And when he announced it, then you saw, everybody knows about that, how the Congress reacted to it, and then see all the top leaders of Congress, including the APCC, All India Congress Committee coordinator or monitor here, or whatever you call. They went to Bhupen Borah's house. They tried to, as I know, they tried to convince him, persuade him to withdraw his resignation letter. And we know all of, I know you people also know that he didn't actually, but he didn't withdraw the resignation letter. But now, uh, initially there was a lot of discussion even among the opposition parties. But now, you see, it is a political storms, you know. You do not know how quickly things actually rise and then it falls. So, since last evening, things have taken a different turn. What turn these things have taken? You see, now Bhupen Borah, I do not know how long he will be in the news. Already, so the discussion. Of course, BJP will try to make best use of it. But people means there are groups, no. So far the BJP is concerned, they will try to make best of it. But so far the anti-BJP bloc is concerned, initially the anti-BJP bloc was very concerned about the exit of Bhupen Borah because some people, the general masses, they didn't know. Some people know that what was going on. He's hobnobbing with the chief minister. So, but now when it is clear and it is announced that okay, he's going to join the BJP, now it's going to be almost a closed chapter. And there is no, these things, the Congress party will be able to tell these things in a better way. But then these are certain normal things. You see, before elections, such things happen. And I cannot guarantee that, and I of course, I'm not the person to guarantee, I'm not the person to speak on behalf of the Congress party. I do not know. So who else may go to BJP? I do not know. But so far the public perception is concerned, this exit of Bhupen Borah is not going to affect much. So for alliance making is concerned, there will be almost, I can say, it will be.
No, forget the alliance for a little while. But I am talking about this exit from the point of view of Congress. Do you think that Congress it makes this exit makes the situation difficult for Congress, given the fact that he was a senior leader?
See, that again, as I told you earlier, that this is actually the Congress can tell this thing. But as an observer, as a, you see, as someone who has been closely watching this political scenario in Assam for last few decades, and now more closely because I've been involved in this thing, alliance making process, and I'm also editor-in-chief of news portal, media platform. So I know that. So I definitely, this will affect, I do not know how much damage it will cause. Definitely it will have some effect, particularly in the North Bank. But I don't think, as an independent observer, I don't think it's going to have some huge actually impact on Congress's, you see, political prospect in the future. That's my understanding of things. I don't think so.
No, if you are saying that it's not going to impact Congress in a big way, then the next question, Samir, to you is that Gaurav Gogoi now has a major responsibility to shoulder. Priyanka Gandhi is also coming to Assam. Now, how is she going to deal with a situation like this? And can Gaurav Gogoi really salvage the party? Or it's going to be a...
I'm taking a call, very important call.
Yeah, can you just mute yourself, Mr. Paresh? Can you just mute yourself while you talk? Mr. Malakar? Mr. Malakar, yes. Samir, to you. Yes.
Yeah. So, see, of course, Congress can salvage it if they can play, they can spin the narrative around it. As I was saying, that see, within the BJP, BJP is also not very united. In fact, the information that we are getting is BJP is in fact more divided than the Congress. There is Himanta Biswa Sarma camp. There is Sarvananda Sonowal camp. Then there is Siddhartha Bhattacharya's camp. So the BJP is also a divided house. And there is lots of disgruntlement among the old guards in the BJP about the party being taken over by the ex-congressmen. And as you know, not too long ago, a very senior former BJP state president Rajan Gohai quit the party precisely because of this reason. That the Congressization of the BJP. So now this, in fact, gives an opportunity to the Congress to spin around that, and in fact, Gaurav Gogoi today stressed on this, that the next election, the fight will be between the real Congress and the opportunist Congress.
Yeah.
Those at the first opportunity.
Samir, do you think that when Gaurav Gogoi says that this election will be about the fight between the real Congress men and the opportunist Congress, can this narrative have resonance amongst the people of Assam?
See,
will it help Congress? Narrative, is it going to help Congress then?
See, they will have to take this narrative to the people. Already, this people of Assam is facing the brunt of BJP's corruption and all these things. There are lots of allegations against Chief Minister and his family members of, acquiring huge properties and all. Then many senior BJP leaders are also not, and even the RSS are also not very happy with the way the old guards are being sidelined. So this narrative can resonate, even can resonate with the BJP's core support group. So there is, good chance that this might even resonate with the a section of the BJP, particularly the old guards. So, but it will depend how Congress take this to the people, and for that they need organization, and they should focus on organization building. But now and then leaders jumping the ship definitely will create some create weakens organizations. So
also, given the fact that Priyanka Gandhi is going to be in Assam, this was her first major election where she's put in charge of this major election where Congress was looking for a big comeback. Now, with the Bhupen Borah's exit, do you think that Priyanka Gandhi will be able to handle this situation along with Gaurav Gogoi, and she'll be able to pull it off?
See, she is supposed to meet one-on-one with various leaders. So that will give her, opportunities to iron out if there is any differences or any, some if any grievances are there within the party leader. Of course, this kind of meeting will definitely help. Iron out if there is any differences within the party. But the timing of this Bhupen Borah's exit is very crucial, because there is hardly any time now. Instead of firefighting, they should be now getting ready to take on the BJP. But now the entire party machinery is now busy how to in damage control. So definitely this will have this has thrown up a new challenge for both Gaurav Gogoi as well as Priyanka Gandhi. But if you on the ground, this time there is Congress has a fair chance of at least putting up a strong fight. But that is perhaps one of the reason why BJP is now pulling all stops to first their campaign to defame Gaurav Gogoi, trying to project him as a pro-Pakistani, and now this Bhupen Borah, the narrative the Bhupen Borah is peddling, that Congress has been taken over by by a Muslim leader, basically, when he is pointing towards pointing at Rakibul Hussain. What he actually essentially is trying to do is to send across a message that Congress has been taken over by a minority leader. So this kind of this is definitely a narrative of the BJP. So
yeah, Parish, but if I may come to you, Himanta Biswa Sarma, when he was speaking to the media people, he also said, and that's what widely is reported, that Himanta Biswa Sarma said that Bhupen Borah is one of the last Hindu leaders in Congress, and that is why he's chosen to join BJP. Now, do you think that this particular narrative will help to polarize the elections and consolidate the Hindu voters and then consolidate the Muslim voters as well in turn in Congress, in Assam? Parish?
Is this question to me? No,
Yes.
not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I don't think this will affect the electorate. No, not at all. This is just a propaganda thing. It's a gimmick. It will not affect. It will not at all affect the ground reality. Because BJP, the Himanta Biswa Sarma, has been saying many such things. You see, Himanta Biswa Sarma in 2014, just before 2014, so he was telling that, see, the blood of Muslim people, you see, runs in the water pipes of Gujarat. That was, of course, long time back. But only the other day, he was telling the media that actually Bhupen Borah has said something, you see, so derogatory for the women, that so all section of women, that the Congress should expel him. Congress should expel such a person. He was talking about Bhupen Borah, and now, so he's embracing Bhupen Borah, no? He is welcoming Bhupen Borah. So, this chief minister, he says one thing in the morning and he says the other thing in the evening. So, such kind of sayings will have absolutely no meaning.
All right.
That I can say for sure.
Right. Okay. So, final question to you, and then we end the program, Samir. That do you think that Gaurav Gogoi and Priyanka Gandhi together will be able to pull off Congress to a victory path? Then, whatever the challenges may be, the exit may or may not impact Congress. But the final question is that can Gaurav Gogoi, along with Priyanka Gandhi, make some good decisions for Congress, which may end up in victory for the Grand Old Party?
See, it will be very difficult to predict election results right now. But of course, they can bounce back from here. It's not that they cannot bounce back. And this BJP's narrative, BJP is of course will try to disrupt Congress, and not only see, in one hand they are trying to try to poach leaders from particularly Upper Assam, and on the other hand they are also this thing helping AIUDF. And as I said, one Congress MLA has joined AIUDF. So this is a two-pronged attack from the BJP, and the Congress will have to deal with it. And I'm quite sure this Congress leaderships is aware of this challenge, and they Priyanka Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, Gaurav Gogoi will sit together and will chalk out a strategy to deal this challenge. And I'm quite sure they can bounce back from here.
So you're saying that they can bounce back from here. So we'll have to wait and watch what happens in Assam. How does Priyanka Gandhi move forward? What are Gaurav Gogoi's next steps going to be? We'll have to end it here. Thank you so much, Paresh Malakar and Samir Purkasa. Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you very much. Okay.